I would like to ask about natural gas and lithium. That's kind of what. Pennsylvania is rich of natural resources and fracking gas and lithium, which could benefit not only our state, but our entire country. However, many residents, and I have to be honest, along 350 miles of Pennsylvania had real challenges like eminent domain and the destruction of water sources, such as what happened with the Mariner East pipeline. How can we ensure that while utilizing these resources, we work closely with local governments and residents without the federal government overreaching and forcing land from homeowners? Effective communication with citizens and their involvement in these decisions is crucial. What role do you see for technology or private industry in making sure that this process is transparent and fair? Because believe you me, lots of people were forced with eminent domain and aquifers poisoned all across Pennsylvania, including our veterans. And this has been a real problem since 2016. So we want to support our workers and use our gas, and but we need to be careful of what we're taking from people who've lived here, families for centuries.
Certainly, I believe.
Yeah. So let's see what the answer he's going to give here and how accurate that it actually is. Neither one of these candidates has any kind of real sustainable answers and solutions for us, especially as Muslims, but just as a country as a whole. That's what we got going on over here in North Carolina right now. We got these government agencies that have set up shop now because of the flooding that it's not quote flooding, but because of the flooding we had from Hurricane Helene, which was most likely created by them. But now they've got these 500-person these buildings going up, these 700 people buildings going up, these 1,000 people buildings going up. They're essentially building small cities over there, and they have armored guards with them. Now, you tell me why they got armed guards over there. Tell me why they're over there carrying AR-15s to guard FEMA or to guard whoever these organizations are. They're coming in here to mine lithium. That's what they're doing. Because North Carolina, the eastern Tennessee border and North Carolina is lithium rich. Supposedly is what I have been told. And we all know that they're not interested in the people. Let's see what he's got to say.
Even sensible regulation. So what I see happening is that there are all sorts of there's a mountain of rules that actually don't benefit people, and then there's missing rules that do benefit people. So it's this bizarre Kafkaesque nightmare of regulations where ultimately the good of the people is not served. And we get regulatory delays for things that are fake. Meanwhile, bad things are allowed to happen simply because someone filled out the paperwork and gamed the system. So this is what I mean. It's when I say the Department of Government Efficiency, I mean addressing it's addressing any issue which is not in the interest of the people, and we do need to at times fight against what large corporations are pushing for, because some of them are very short term, and some large corporations do bad things. Corporations are like people. Like some people are good people. It's like some corporations are good, some are sort of meddling, and sometimes some corporations are bad. And it's just like people, is the way to think of corporations. So we've got to stop the corporations that want to do bad things, make sure they're doing things that are in the interest of the people. And then corporations that want to do good things, they shouldn't be slowed down by smothering regulation.
Each and every one of us knows that everything he just said was BS. There's no such thing as a good corporation. 99.999% of them are all bad. They're all corrupt. They're all out for profit. They're all out to put themselves and their gains ahead of the people, especially when it comes to natural resources like lithium, natural gas, so on and so forth. He really wants us to believe a fairy tale, and a lot of these people will believe it. They wouldn't believe it from Trump. They wouldn't believe it from Harris, but they'll believe it from spokespersons like Elon Musk and so on and so forth. A lot of them will believe it, but there's also a lot of people who are fed up with these non-options. You know, if it were me going to cast a vote at this point in time, seeing what I've seen right now of the tyranny, and you know they're all kissing Israel's, you know what, knowing that Satan Yahoo has been convicted of war crimes, man, crimes against humanity. Yeah, I would definitely not. They're in competition to see who can keep Israel afloat the most. A'udhu billah. Brothers and sisters, if you're going to vote, cast a protest vote. Cast a protest vote. Don't vote for any of these candidates. A'udhu billah. None of these people are going to serve us. Till next time, remember that there's one God and only one God, and He alone is worthy of worship.